And we are live here from Ventura College. It's the BC Optimist Tournament, Day 2, 9th Annual. Mike Zepeda, Will Cowan with you on today's coverage. The semifinals of the tournament, Mount San Jacinto, LA Valley. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And Will, you had an opportunity to see these two teams yesterday. Will, LA Valley, Western State East, the Cactus Division. And the player of note, Rebecca Islas, she's a stud.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Islas, number 22. She plays the trail position at the power forward. She's very versatile. She'll come down, she'll shoot the three, she'll put it on the deck, she can pass, she does it all. She's a big threat defensively on the back end of their press. So the key for San Jacinto, the Eagles, will be to neutralize her.
We'll have starting lineups to you shortly. And LA Valley, a bit of history with the head coach for, if memory serves, Monica Hang.
Monica Hang, a Ventura College Hall of Famer. She's a 3-time state champion. 2000, 2001, 2002. She won rings each year. She hurt her knee. That's how she got the third one.
Oh.
In the middle, I believe. But has had a phenomenal career at Glendale College and now full-time at Valley, and is in one of the elite programs now in Southern California. Gets a lot out of her players.
Game 1 of 2 on today's coverage here of the VC Optimist tournament. Coming up, it's Antelope Valley and the host school Ventura College Pirates. Start time for that matchup slated for 7 p.m. We'll have live stats going online, CCCAAsports.org. Tony Altabelli with the live stats duties today. Moments away from tip-off here at Ventura College. We're underway. Mount San Jacinto in the white, LA Valley in the dark green. Madeline Moreau off far side. This shot off the mark from DeLacy Brown. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Monarchs. It's LA Valley and the Eagles from Mount San Jacinto. And the Eagles showing full court pickup here early on.
San Jacinto loves to apply that pressure. They want to speed you up and get you to take shots you're not accustomed to. Valley, excellent job controlling tempo. Now looking to set up the screen and roll with Islas in the high-low.
Islas near has it at the top, gives off far side. This is Segols. That shot off the mark, put up back in by Janelle Giron.
Good job there on the glass. Valley's got to get some rebounds here. That's going to be tough as the game progresses.
DeLacy Brown all the way. This can be a charge. And drawing that charge and smarting a little bit from it, taking one in the solar plex. Still on the deck. That's not Islas.
No.
That's Serene. Is that Tyus?
That's Giron. That's Janelle Giron.
Giron, so Giron, who broke the scoreless tie. Still on the deck. Looks like she just got the wind knocked out of her.
No trainers needed. She's all right. It's good to see.
And we will play on. It's Serene Tyus, Rebecca Islas, Farrah Castillo, Janelle Giron, and Danielle Secols. This is Tyus looking for a lifeline. This is a near steal, and finally Madeline Moreau comes up with it from Mount San Jac, nearly threw it away. Tracking that down, Kayla Gower. Gower inside has that pass stolen. We're back the other way. Castillo into the front court for the Monarchs. With it near side, looking inside to Islas. Spacing not there. She drop steps baseline. She'll have 2 shots coming her way. Bailout foul from Madeline Moreau.
Interesting matchup here. San Jacinto opting to put Madeline Moreau on her as the guard position, guarding the power forward. We'll have to see if that continues because it forced a double team, and that could cause problems for San Jacinto. Maybe that was a cross match. We'll see if they switch that the next time down. If not, you can look for a steady diet of Islas in the post.
At the same time, maybe that's a product of design, trying to bring that help and using the baseline as an extra defender. We'll see how that plays out. Islas good on both. It's 4-0 LA Valley early here, starting for the Eagles of Mount San Jacinto. Madeline Moreau. This is Brittany Thomas all the way to the rack. This will be a blocking foul. This will go against Islas. Rounding up the starting 5, Carla Johnson, DeLacy Brown, and Kayla Gower for the Eagles.
Gower having a big game yesterday in their win. Very versatile player for the Eagles. Brittany Thomas, a little foul trouble yesterday. She's got to stay on the floor to provide that inside presence for the Eagles.
They're going to need that today, especially against a player so adept down low. Early on, you can already see it. Islas with very good footwork in the post. So
far, the pressure from San Jac has not caused much of an issue for Valley. They seem to be handling that pressure well.
Really like Farrah Castillo handling the basketball.
Yep. She's a sophomore, very steady at the point position.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
That's my job, Mike. She needs to look for the shot when they come underneath on that screen and roll. Here's the high-low.
This is Giron already with a bucket so far. Secols. Islas inside, lefty shot, blocked by Thomas. Back the other way from Mount San Jac. It's a quick steal for Castillo. Islas down low, lays it up and lays it in.
That does appear to be the plan, the big-to-big double team. San Jac looking to bring Thomas over and double from the middle. Islas will need to step out to the mid-range.
Thomas, the big man, running the break. Well, it's a wide open three in the corner for Kayla Gower. She's off the mark, out of bounds. It goes off of Thomas, back to the Monarchs.
That's okay if you're the Monarchs. You want to keep the Eagles shooting from the outside and keeping them off the dribble into the paint. That's your priority.
From three, only shooting 28% on the year, so I think you're exactly right there, Will. You'll take that. Giron, the intended recipient, not looking for it. Thomas back the other way, and the left-handed layup not there. Rebounded by Sicoles.
Quick hands there from Marissa Williams.
And Marissa Williams now checked into the ball game, and it's a steal. Helter Skelter, back and forth we go. Dueling turnovers. Here's Castillo. Beautiful find down low. Having that shot blocked. Her second block already. It's Thomas. Top of the key shot, no good from Sicoles. Williams into the front court. Moreau up to Thomas up top. Thomas a big-time player. Just in terms of her stature. And
yep.
Obviously, if she can develop some of that skill, we already see it. We saw her run the break for a wide-open three. See her take it from the top of the key there. Unable to convert. Just needs to be a little bit more composed in terms of finishing at the rim.
She'll get it. The season's young.
Thomas, a sophomore from San Jacinto. Williams will inbound. Moreau wide open from three and buries it. Cuts the lead to one. For LA Valley, 7 minutes to go here. Opening quarter, semifinal number one on the evening. LA Valley, Mount San Jacinto, Mike Cepeda, Will Cowan, Matt Henson with you on today's broadcast. Castillo directing traffic near side. And she's going to get a staggered screen at the top. Castillo fires from three, trying to answer. She's unable to do so. Gower tracks down the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Before she does, it's going back to Mount San Jacinto.
LA Valley subs frenetically, keeping fresh bodies in at all times. You'll see that horn going off on almost every dead ball.
Haven't seen Moreau come out of the ball game. She looks a little gassed.
This pressure from Valley is doing just that, forcing the Eagles to work. Wow. Thomas, great position down low.
Couple turnovers early on. We're going to have a foul. Well, sometimes when you get overzealous with that pressure, you'll get some calls go against you. We'll see it right here. Already the third team foul against the Monarchs. Checked out the fourth. Thomas momentarily wide open. Williams comes free. At the top, gets a screen, gives it off. This is Gower. Gower on the baseline, drives middle, spins back to the baseline. Nothing there. Terrific on-ball defense from Yea Rivera. Thomas inside. Nice touch.
That's hard to guard right there. Not much you can do with that.
This is Wyman. Wyman down low to Tyus. Tyus still on the dribble. In the middle. Gives off. Giron. Easy money. Janelle Giron. Pretty soft touch from 15.
She's not Portuguese. We're going to go with Giron, Big Mike.
Giron. We can go with that. Moreau has that pass nearly stolen out of bounds off of Tyus. It'll stay here.
Man-to-man defense thus far. A little surprised that Valley has not showed a little of that zone action that they used yesterday.
San Jacinto, 15 on the shot clock.
Now there's the zone.
Right on cue. Thomas, nice spin move, tries to finish with the left hand, just lost it going up. Looked like it went off of Thomas. It's going to stay here, though. Thomas seems to be one of those players that has all the moves, just needs to do a better job of finishing up top.
No question. She works pretty hard to establish position.
Moreau looking for her second triple. That one off the mark, out of bounds, back to the Monarchs. 8-7, first quarter, 5:27 to go. Sicoles back into the ball game along with Islas. Giron will check out.
Lissa Walton in for the Eagles. She brings a physicality down low. She likes to bang on the boards a little bit.
That's number 24. Keep an eye out right here.
DeLacy Brown guarding the point. She's a spark plug. She actually switches off.
As Wyman brings it up, gives off. Sicoles working on Thomas, puts it up and puts it in. Tough shot.
Great finish.
Danielle Sicoles. DeLacy Brown will bring it up, has that pass stolen. Castillo now in transition. Monarchs with numbers. Left-handed feed, layup up, no good. Rebounded by Wyman, tapped around to Castillo. Eastlass looking for a rebound. It's going to be a foul, loose ball foul. This is going to go against Marissa Williams.
Wow.
I thought Eastlass just fell down there. That's a tough call.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles are happy about it.
So Castillo, baseline out of bounds for the Monarchs. Looking for a cutting Eastlass. This is going to be a foul on the baseline.
One more, and Valley will be shooting free throws for the rest of the quarter.
And again, this is Marissa Williams. Williams did not start. Comes off the bench with a lot of energy. She'll be subbed in for immediately. Natalie Moreau back into the ball game after a quick break. Eastlass is going to bring it in. Talked about how she can shoot it. Remember, the old adage is the most dangerous player on a baseline out of bounds plays is the player that brought it in. Eastlass, they're unable to get it to her as a double team comes. Here's Sicoles from 17 feet. That's off the mark. We're going to have a foul going back the other way. And I think this is the second on Eastlass.
Yeah, that's a bad break for her.
And immediately, your own will come back.
This is where San Jacinto will need to capitalize with Eastlass on the bench.
And you have to like the matchup with Walton and Thomas on the floor at the same time.
Got to pound that ball inside. Too many outside shots so far for the Eagles. Got to pound it in.
And Moreau on the perimeter right now, guarded by Wyman. That pass stolen. Sicoles dives to the floor, brings it up. Castillo now with it for the Monarchs.
Boy, the Monarchs are well prepared for that baseline screen. We've already caused 2 turnovers from it thus far. Out for the high-low.
Mount San Jacinto really just going through the motions, trying to enter it into the post. They need to know when it's coming from. That's an offensive foul going to go against Leia Rivera. So Zoila. Whistled for the foul, 15 foul. Both teams in the penalty the rest of the way. 4:14 to go in the opening quarter. Another steal. I want to say that's a 6th turnover for the Eagles here in the opening quarter.
I don't think they were anticipating the Valley pressure. A lot of teams, here's another adage, if we're going to talk about adages, teams that like to press don't always like to receive the press, and that's what you're seeing here early.
Thomas, a very savvy move, holds off a little bit, looking a little bit like Pau Gasol there in the post, lays it up and lays it in. 1-point deficit now for the Eagles.
The hook shot, tough to guard.
Almost impossible if you do it right. Castillo with it up top. Gives off to Tyus. Tyus looking to turn the corner. That's terrific on-ball defense by DeLacy Brown. Still on the ball, nothing there. Tyus has to bring it up. Castillo from 19 feet. Falling away, it's a 2-pointer, and it's good.
These teams are going toe-to-toe offensively.
Indeed.
Nothing's easy in this game.
Johnson going to bring it up, gives off in the corner to Walton. Walton off to Moreau. Moreau looking inside. Great touch pass from Thomas. Thomas to Walton. Walton can't finish. Back the other way. Wyman in transition for the Monarchs.
1 on 3. Pulls it out.
Castillo just hit one from deep. Make it 3 more? No. Off the back iron. Johnson with a rebound. The Eagles back the other way. Here's DeLacy Brown near side. DeLacy pulls up. Nothing there. Johnson from the elbow. Not good. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Castillo.
Monarchs would do themselves a favor and slow the pace right now. They don't want to get in a shootout with San Jacinto.
Yeah, San Jacinto, even though San Jacinto has the bigger team on the floor, those bigs can run the floor in a hurry.
Oh, and they're deep.
Castillo running the show. And Rivera from 3.
Smart. What she did there, they went to the high screen and pop, and Rivera was able to bring Tatiana Garcia out of her comfort zone on the perimeter.
Out to a 6-point advantage. We see the play right here. And Walton late to get there in time. 15-9, 2:32 to go in the opening quarter. You are watching 3C2A women's basketball here, the VC Optimist tournament, live from Ventura College. Brown from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Tyus, but off of her foot, back to Madeline Moreau. Out of the timeout, Johnson nearly turned it over. It goes off of Yaron's leg. It'll stay here.
Valley's got to value the ball. They cannot have any turnovers against this onslaught from San Jacinto.
DeLacy Brown, that's going to be is this an offensive foul? It's going to go against Johnson. No. I'm going to say that Johnson was fouled by Wyman. So Jillian Wyman.
Coach Hang giving that official an earful on that call.
Not only looks like an earful, looks like a tutorial.
A demonstration of proper defensive position. She is not happy. I don't even think the other two officials know what he called at this point.
Well, Johnson's on the free throw line. I doubt this is going to get overturned.
I think the partner might have said, just don't do it again.
So, well, this is interesting because I saw a referee wave something off. Not entirely sure what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't go to the table to explain it.
Johnson good on the first free throw.
Maybe they called the foul on the floor, no shot, because they're in the double bonus.
Right. It doesn't matter.
That might be that.
Right. So 2 free throws up and good by Carla Johnson. Gets it to a 4-point deficit for Mount San Jacinto. Castillo's going to bring it up. Farah yo-yoing up and down, still with it. They leave her wide open. She's a threat from deep off to Tyus. Up to Huron at the top of the key. Looking for Rivera down low, can't get it to her. Wyman with it on the far side, 10 on the shot clock. Castillo loses it momentarily, gets it back. Johnson digs in, off to Rivera. She just hit a 3, inside, beautiful feed. Walton with a foul, and one opportunity for Huron. Can't convert, but 2 free throws coming her way.
What a great pass that was.
That was fantastic.
Great vision late in the shot clock. Valley's doing a nice job, and they're doing this with Islas on the bench, which is encouraging for Coach Hang with 2 early fouls. Now, if you're San Jacinto, you must continue to push the tempo. You cannot settle for a half-court game. You've got to keep attacking Valley and putting the pressure on with the offense and the defense.
You got to keep that pace going here if you're the Eagles. As Antelope Valley walks into the building. Antelope Valley, Ventura College on the docket. Game 2 later this evening.
Pirates played well last night against Rio Hondo.
Big win.
Jasmine Martin nearly unstoppable at times throughout that game.
Times throughout the season. And Coach, you know, the Ventura College Pirates a little bit up and down this year, and obviously this is a school that was very affected by the Thomas Fire. We'll get to that later on in the broadcast, but this is a broadcast that we would like to bring and shed some light on some of the relief efforts that have been put into place here in Ventura.
Excellent.
The Ventura College Foundation doing their part. Castillo with it far side. Looking for a screen, gets one at the elbow. Gallardo not there, and Castillo will lay it up and lay it in. That is just terrific composure from Farah Castillo.
Yep. She came off the ball screen, and San Jacinto did a little show and go.
Yep.
And as the big retreated, she was able to follow for the floater.
Thomas, beautiful feed inside, finishing at the rim is Kayla Gower.
Gotta like the interior passing from Thomas. Sees the double team, drops the dime. Valley now into the horn set, the double high screen.
Wyman gives off. This is Tyus, gets a screen from Rivera. Tyus still on the dribble, looking for the baseline. DeLacy Brown is an absolute menace on the ball, and it's a travel for Tyus.
DeLacy Brown applying tremendous ball pressure. Valley was trying for the 2-for-1 there. It didn't work. So they'll get the ball back likely, but not the result Coach Hang was looking for. The quick shot
probably not.
Would have been better.
Not the quick turnover. Brown quickly back the other way, off to Thomas, right at the rim, puts it up. It's a 2-point deficit for the Eagles. Castillo quickly fouled by Johnson. That is just a bad foul in the penalty, 50 feet away from the basket.
Yep, you don't want that. Valley's got to be careful. If they get into this full court press, they cannot give up layups in transition. That's trying to slow them down, not speed them up.
Castillo on the season 75% from the stripe. Good on the first. 22 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Been back and forth. Valley's gotten the better of it so far. But the Eagles starting to find their footing here.
Two playoff teams going head-to-head here, no question about it.
Second free throw up and good by Farrah Castillo. Wyman will check in, give Castillo a blow. Coach, do you just take what the defense gives you, or do you play down to the last shot of the quarter?
Personally, I would walk this ball up and get into my action at about 10 seconds. Probably, if you're the Eagles, want to leave enough time for the offensive rebound.
And if you're the Monarchs, do you disrupt that and try to bring over a quick double?
No. They're going to go with the staggered ball screen with a pop out.
Brown on the dribble. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and now she gets into it. On the move. Hesitation. Shot up and good. DeLacy Brown doing it on both ends here in the opening quarter. We go in to the start of the second quarter, 21-19. LA Valley on top of Mount San Jacinto. You are watching 3C2A women's basketball here on SoCal College Sports. The Ventura College Foundation has established the Ventura College Emergency Fire Fund to support student and employee victims who are renters who lost their home or apartment and or suffered a loss of income due to the Thomas Fire. Donations to the VC Emergency Fire Fund can be made by texting VC Fire to 41444. We head into the second quarter, arrow favoring the Monarchs, and they will start it off. Sicoles with it. Islas still on the bench working with 2 fouls. Tyus jump ball inside. Questionable call. Arrow back to the Eagles. It's a turnover. Mike Cepeda, Will Cowan with you, along with Matt Henson. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of the VC Optimist tournament, live from Ventura College. Game 1 of 2 today. Moreau from deep. That's good. Madeline Moreau gives Mount San Jacinto their first lead of the ballgame at 22-21.
She's a steady scorer.
Moreau showing pretty good touch from the outside. Castillo, hesitation, looking inside, nothing there. And Will, you can see the offensive rhythm a little bit out of sorts with Islas on the bench.
No question about it. And then it makes it even harder when the shots are being challenged by Brittany Thomas virtually every trip to the paint.
Yeah, challenge inside by Brittany Thomas and DeLacy Brown doing her part on the perimeter. Tyus with it in the corner. Gives off. This is Sicoles. Sicoles to Huron at the free throw line. Rivera, 1 on the shot clock. Castillo has to fire from deep, does not draw iron, and it's a terrific defensive possession for Mount San Jacinto.
Yeah, the Eagles are starting to find their rhythm here defensively, to keeping that Valley offense at bay. And now we'll see on the offensive end if they get right back to attack mode. Look at this.
DeLacy Brown turns the corner in a hurry, can't finish at the rim. Thomas with the offensive rebound, challenged up top, can't put it in, but it's going to stay here. As Raina Lasley tracked it down, but it went off of Monarch player. Baseline out of bounds to the Eagles.
DeLacy would have been better served to kick that ball out. She drew 3 black defenders to that penetration.
Lasley will bring it in, looking for Thomas off of a screen. It's Moreau who receives it. The Lacey Brown swings it over. This is Thomas. Lasley drives the baseline. Nothing there. Tapped away and stolen here by the Monarchs. It's Rivera off to Castillo in transition now for LA Valley, and she's fouled. Not a terrible foul.
No, probably better than giving up the transition play.
Agreed.
The nice thing in women's basketball, the fouls reset at the quarter.
Yeah.
So you can give 1 or 2 early, but you certainly don't want to foul late if they're in the bonus, because there's no more 1-and-1. They're all 2-shot penalties.
Castillo guarded by Moreau. Crossovers to her right. Gives off. This is Tyus. Tyus crosses over herself into the lane. She's fouled. Is this going to go against Thomas?
Yeah, the Eagles are doing a better job defending that high screen, but they were not able to get the coverage right from the side.
First foul on Thomas.
Tyus very crafty using that dribble weave to get to the foul line.
Indeed.
That dribble weave's hard to guard.
First free throw rattles home for Tyus. Serene, 5'4" freshman from Santa Clarita. 65% from the stripe on the season. Tied up at 22 all. Tyus can break the tie here, and she does. 23-22. LA Valley by the slimmest of margins. Gower inside. Thomas has that one stolen by Castillo. Castillo's just a stud.
Yeah.
What a player.
Thomas.
Up ahead, Secoles fouled in transition and one.
On that previous possession, Thomas as a post has got to meet her pass. It's tough to wait and let that ball travel in the air with the
See the
speed
replay
of the Valley.
here. Just a terrific pass up ahead to find Secoles in stride, and she puts it up and in. Johnson, nothing she could do, backtracking on her heels.
Right, the Monarchs capitalize well on the turnovers. They're doing a nice job in the counterattack, and they are pushing the ball in transition when they have the numbers. If you're Mount San Jacinto, you've got to take better care of those interior passes.
Yeah,
Playoff basketball.
Yeah, the turnover number has to be high by my count here, just internally for the Eagles. Another one right on cue. Castillo now in transition. 3-on-3 up ahead. Tyus puts it up and puts it in.
The Eagles are too deliberate right now trying to work the ball. Everyone in the gym knows they want to go to Thomas. You got to move the ball a little bit.
I'd like to see him enter into Thomas at the high post. She can operate from that spot. Gower with a nice finish.
Gower tough with the one bounce dribble. That was better. They had a ball reversal there, a few passes.
Yeah, puts it in with the crab dribble, power dribble inside. She puts it up and puts it in.
Smart.
Rivera inside, left-handed Leia, no good. Thomas over the MAC, no call. Rebound off to Moreau. DeLacy Brown from 3. Yes, no. And I thought that was in.
But Mike, what's the definition of yes, no?
Yes, no is no.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it, is that a maybe?
Yeah. So
I think it's maybe.
So it's a maybe, but for sure no. So a negative times a positive is a negative. A negative is just a negative, and a positive is positive. Simple math.
Too many Nutter Butters for you, sir.
Hey, it's been a long drive.
Evidently.
3 hours on the road today. Friday traffic.
Gotta love Southern California at the holidays. I had a lot of traffic on my 8-mile beach walk today. I didn't see anybody but dogs and surfers. 77 degrees on the Pierpont Bay today.
It's a nice plug for Ventura. The beaches specifically.
No better place to be.
No. It's a beautiful spot. Tyus now in transition here for the Monarchs. Hesitation, a little Euro step, puts it up, and you talked about her craftiness at the rim. She puts it up, and now it's a 6-point advantage for the Monarchs.
She has all the different release points necessary to score over these big Eagle defenders. Change of speed, too. Look at the ball reversal. This is better. Now you got the seal inside.
Well, they understand that they don't want to necessarily go to Walton inside. Doesn't display the finishing ability of Thomas. It's back the other way here. Castillo into the lane, puts it up, and can't put it in the basket. That pass stolen again. Coach, I want to say that it's double-digit turnovers here in the first half. Beautiful feed from Castillo. Rivera finishes.
Look at the dime, and they're doing all this with Islas on the bench. A 9-point lead.
9-point lead, or an 8-point lead. See, you're throwing off my math here, Will.
Well, between you and your double nose negatives and me and my math, which is a bad problem.
Yeah.
Positives, negatives, subtraction, addition.
High caliber broadcast right here. It's
right.
our first one of the day.
Hey. Might be our last.
It's holiday hangover.
I need some eggnog. That would wake me up a little bit.
6:14 to go.
Chai. I need an eggnog latte. Can you make that happen?
You know, I think they have that available at the local Starbucks.
Oh, they have a drive-thru right next to the college. Are you kidding me?
That's really local.
Oh, it's local.
That's neighboring.
We share a street.
Moreau off to Lasley. Two-pointer.
Long two.
Off the mark. Secoles with a rebound. Off to Castillo.
Look at the spacing for Valley coming down the floor. Excellent ball movement and a great shot fake there.
Secoles can't get it to go, but she's fouled. Is that on Thomas again? No, it's going to go against Moreau, and I think that's her third.
Danielle Sokos is so good with the shot fake. She really does. She used a little shot fake there. Great footwork to get her defender in the air and drawing the foul. The Monarchs are very well prepared to play against this athletic and highly talented San Jacinto team.
Yeah, Octavia Williams, the offending party.
Yep, Williams left her feet, and that's all it takes.
Yep.
Got to stay down in your stance when you play Valley.
Secoles good on both of them. It's a double-digit lead here for the Monarchs. 5:56 to go. Coach, you talked about the spacing, and that would make Ned Mercedes very proud.
Yeah, you got to like the floor spacing from his former star point guard, who is also not happy about this call.
No, I thought that was all ball up top. Matt, can we see the replay on that up top? Matt, can we see the replay on that?
Much like Coach Mercedes.
Slide it all the way back.
I don't believe Coach Hang's ever seen a foul she liked. They have that in common.
Nope. First free throw up and good from Thomas. Here comes the second. That's good. And Thomas, really like her finish and her cadence at the free throw line.
Yep, we got a full timeout.
Full timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. 5:47 to go here. 34-26 Valley with a lead on top of the Eagles from Mount San Jacinto. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Castillo will bring it up. Still on the dribble. Stutter step at the top, off to Tyus. Tyus puts it up and puts it in from 17.
What an excellent move that was from Thomas to save that errant pass.
Off to DeLacy Brown from three, and she answers. Big bucket there for the Eagles as DeLacy Brown continues to keep it close. Castillo has that go off of Gower. It'll stay here. 19 on the shot clock, 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Castillo going to bring it into Tyus. Tyus looking for Rivera at the high post. Gets it to her. Off to Castillo. Castillo's going to isolate here. Looking for a screen. No, crosses over. Step back jumper. Off the back iron. Thomas with a rebound. Thomas, she'll run the break too. Jack of all trades here. She's going to put up a shot. That's going to go in and out. Thomas with her own rebound has that one blocked. Thomas regains it. Thomas doing it all here. Off to DeLacy Brown. That one's short. That's a terrific box out from Rivera, and she's fouled.
DeLacy Brown could have done herself a favor and put that ball on the deck. She'd have been straight in for a layup against that closeout.
Agreed, and now, I mean, that's basically a 4-point switch now if you think about it, because now it's a foul on Rivera, the 15th foul on Mount San Jacinto of the quarter. 2 free throws coming to Rivera.
The Monarchs for the next 4:34 will be shooting on every whistle, so look for Coach Hang to amp it up a little bit, continue to attack the basket, probably not settle for a lot of outside shots.
.434 to go here in the second quarter. Will, any plans for the new year?
I am on the road to Northern California after the games tonight. I'm going to go watch a little NBA action. We got the Grizzlies tomorrow night against the Dubs, and then the Kings on the 31st.
Pretty awesome.
We'll see what New Year's Eve in Sacramento is all about, Big Mike. I'm guessing it's just a blast.
I have no doubt that it is. That pass stolen in transition. A terrific steal. Again, DeLacy Brown in the thick of it.
State Capitol New Year's Eve 2017. It'll be a raging party, I'm sure.
We were there just a few weeks ago. It was a raging party during the week of the state championships.
For football?
Yeah, indeed.
Excellent, excellent game, well played.
That was a fun one to cover. Congratulations to Fullerton College. The victory over College of San Mateo, one that went down to the wire. Justin Manyweather with a punt return. That basically sealed the deal for the Hornets in that one. 37-29, quarter number 2, under 4 to go. Castillo, baseline drive, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Thomas with another rebound.
Thomas is a force. Look at this, coast to coast.
Who's going to take the charge?
Yep. You could see that a mile away, Mike.
Your own.
Yep, Hiron is a stud.
That's taking one in the chest right there.
Yep, full speed.
We have another full timeout on the floor. We'll see the replay here. Giron does a terrific job of getting in there, and Thomas just needs to come to a jump stop there instead of a jump.
There's no
jump
need
into the defender.
For that pass, there's no need to even leave your feet.
Agreed.
Got to stay under control.
3:46 to go, an 8-point lead for the Monarchs. Timeout on the floor. Another full timeout taken by LA Valley. I think, Will, do you think that's a product of the pace of play and trying to keep her players fresh, considering that Mount San Jacinto plays about 9 deep?
Yeah, well, I think that Valley does a great job subbing to keep people fresh, and they're controlling tempo here.
Tyus off the mark, lead scorer right now for the Monarchs. She has 8. Sicols with 7, Rivera with 6, Castillo with 6, along with Giron.
Yeah, balanced attack, and Islas is over there resting. If she gets it going in the second half, Valley might walk to the finals.
I mean, we've talked about how good Rebecca Islas is. We haven't even talked about her scoring average on the season. Over 25 a game, and she's on the bench right now. Valley with an 8-point lead, make it a 9-point lead over a very talented, as you said, Mount Jacinto Ball Club.
Soon to be 10-point lead.
Agreed. Forget about that. Sicols lane violation. So the lead remains 9 here for the Monarchs. 3:24 to go. Brittany Thomas, meanwhile, 10 and 6 with an assist. DeLacy Brown was 7. Madeline Moreau was 6 on a couple triples. We're going to have a foul, looks like. Not entirely sure what the foul was on. Having a discussion at the scorer's table. Now we'll bring it in. Walton gets it inside. She's fouled by Tyus. 14 foul on Valley. It'll be baseline out of bounds. First foul on Tyus. DeLacy Brown will bring it in. Lasley, the recipient, on the baseline. Inside to Gower. Gower working. Puts it up and puts it in. It's a good finish inside in traffic by Kaylee Gower. Drive to the bucket by Sicoles. That one off the mark. And check that was Tyus. Gower quickly up ahead to Lasley. Gets it back from Lasley. Gower now driving the lane. Gives off. That pass nearly thrown out of bounds. Rose Mandlulu.
Get a great view of the Monarch D, how tight they are in these gaps, shutting down the penetration.
Step back jumper from DeLacy Brown.
Not much you can do about that one.
No.
You'll live with those.
Dribble off the defender, step back, a lot of separation, cuts it to a 4-point advantage for LA Valley. Castillo on the dribble, playing with her defender. It comes off a double, turns a corner. Great on-ball defense from Mount San Jacinto. Sicoles turns and faces, triple threat. Left-hander, no good. Walton with a rebound. The Eagles back the other way. White works it left to right. DeLacy Brown just hit a 3, floater up, no good, but she's fouled. And DeLacy Brown just doing it all now with 10 points as well. So 2 players into double figures for Mount San Jacinto, yet they trail it by 4. DeLacy Brown can make it 6 right here with 2 main shots.
San Jac so deep and so talented. They'll play better if they continue to move the ball and score within the flow of the game and not try to dictate so much who's going to get the shots. It's almost like they are so determined at times to do certain things that they don't just play.
You know what? It's a great point that you make there, Will. It's when they're trying to when they're trying to work it inside, they're very predictable, and you know where the pass is going to go. When you have tight, packed-in defense, you know, you don't really give yourself a lot of options. They need to work off of the packed-in defense when Thomas is in the ball game along with Walton and see if they can free up those shooters, and they have to limit those turnovers. That was nearly one right there. Lassie comes away with it. Off to DeLacy Brown. She's going to fire another 3. That one's short. Rebounded by Wyman. Wyman, terrific box out on Walton off to Castillo.
Again, look at the floor spacing from Valley. They got the court spread, taking their time. Very deliberate attack.
Rose Mandlulu working on the ball. Castillo playing around with her. Behind the back dribble, crossover. Mandlulu still right there. Castillo going to step back, and she'll fire from 3. That one rims in and out. DeLacy Brown with a rebound, quickly back the other way here for the Eagles. 1:22 to go here in the second quarter.
Eagles closing out the half very strong here. Into the 1-4 high. I like this look. Double
Clear out
screen,
near side.
ball screen, nice.
And that's Gower with the screen. Brown off the mark. Gower tracks down the rebound, puts it up but not in, but she's fouled.
Gower's so athletic. She set that screen, she rolled, and got right behind the defense for that offensive putback.
That's a terrific set there because you have 2 containment players in the back, even if that shot's off the mark and Gower's unable to get there. Instead, Gower going to the line, 1:05 to go, and she can cut it to a 1-point deficit.
Right, they had a double screen on the other side, which occupied the entire weak side of the defense.
Tavia Williams will come in for DeLacy Brown. Don't want her to pick up her second foul.
Valley must continue to score. They haven't scored since that free throw opportunity a few possessions back. San Jacinto very effective now with their pace.
And for DeLacy Brown, she already has 2 fouls. That would have been her 3rd if she were to pick one up here in the last minute and 5. Can't expect to see her or Thomas into the ball game here for the rest of the way for the first half, both with 2 fouls. 2-point lead for the Monarchs. Wyman brings it up. Enters into Castillo. She gets a nice screen near side. Enters the lane. She's going to be fouled. That's a great screen inside from Allison Gallardo.
Yeah, nice job there. Gallardo's very good in the pick and roll. They're very deliberate. Coach not happy with that.
Well, Coach, and a lot of what I see nowadays in basketball, at any level, it's a lost art, setting a screen. Get to a spot, set a screen, and it's all about angles. And obviously the player receiving the screen needs to do a good job of setting the player up, setting the screen. But pretty good transition there between both players in Castillo and Gallardo on that play. Most
screening issues are actually the fault of the dribbler, in my opinion. But that being said, if you watch the best game on Christmas, the Rockets in Oklahoma City, if you watch Westbrook and Harden, how well they set up their screens and how well their team set screens, it was a clinic to watch on Christmas evening.
Steven Adams knows how to set a pick.
Absolutely, as does Capella and Nene, all those guys.
From the school of Rick Mahorn, that is. 40-36, Valley with a 4-point lead. They can add to it. Likely going to dribble out the rest of the quarter. Here's Castillo. Rose Manlulu again on the ball.
All right, no fouls to give here if you're San Jacinto. You want to play it clean.
Castillo hesitating up and down. Scoop shot up and good. Faro Castillo now with 10 points.
Could have been an and one.
42-36. We go in at the half. You are watching 3C2A Women's Basketball, the VC Optimist Tournament, live from Ventura College.
And remember, everybody, spread the word. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to today's tournaments, this weekend's tournament rather, be sure to let them know that they can watch the games on our website for free at www.socalcollegesports.com or on our YouTube channel at SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us whether you have a favorite player or favorite team that you'd like us to give a shout out to on air. Go ahead and tweet at us at SoCal College SPO. That's SPO. Back in a moment. Ventura College and the Ventura College Foundation are accepting donations to help those affected by the Thomas wildfire, which is the largest wildfire in California's history and is still burning today. You can donate by texting VC Fire to 41444 or by visiting www.vcgiving.org. Again, that's VC Fire to 41444 or by visiting www.vcgiving.org. And remember, everybody, to spread the word. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to our games that we're broadcasting tonight, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts for free on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or on our YouTube channel at SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us, let us know how we're doing, or if you have a shout out that you'd like us to do on air, tweet at us at SoCal College SPO. That's SPO. LA Valley leads Mount San Jacinto 42-36. Back in a moment.
And we head into the second half, 42-36, LA Valley with a 6-point lead. And much of the first half did not see Rebecca Islas on the floor. Only played 4 minutes with 4 points, but leading the way for the Monarchs, it was Farrah Castillo. She had 10. Janelle Giron with 7. Danielle Sicols also with 7. And Serene Tyus with 8. Set play out of halftime to Lacey Brown on the baseline. Rims out. Islas with a rebound. Off to Castillo. The spacing impeccable here for LA Valley as they get into their stack. Giron with the screen on Castillo. Tyus wide open 18-footer. That's off the mark. Rebounded by DeLacy Brown. Brown back the other way. 3-on-2. She has numbers. Brown off to Gower in the corner. 3-ball short. Rebounded by Islas. Islas going to slow things down here. Off to Castillo. Islas is going to fire from way downtown. That one off the mark. A little bit short, maybe beyond her range. 9:06 to go here in the third quarter. Lacey Brown near side. This is Johnson. Johnson driving. Shot up, no good. Lacey Brown from the weak side comes over. Snags it out of midair. Off to Moreau. Gower. Off to Brown, up top. They're paying a lot of attention down low to Thomas, and that shot off the mark, rebounded by Tyus. Tyus pushing the pace. Working on Moreau. Crosses over to her left. Off to Sicols. Sicols working inside on Brown. This is going to be a blocking foul, going to go against DeLacy. Only a 50-50 call there. I thought Sicols maybe extended the forearm to create separation. She'll get 2 shots coming her way. For Mount San Jacinto in that first half, Madeline Moreau with 6 points, Kayla Gower with 7, DeLacy Brown with 11 leading all scorers, Ella Johnson with 2, and Brittany Thomas with 10. 4 players of the starting 5 with 2 fouls. The only player with 1 foul, Kayla Gower. Something to keep an eye on there. Free throw up and good. 36-44. Moreau brings it up. Off to Gower. Gower driving the lane. Fakes a pass, lays it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Castillo. Castillo back the other way. Steady hands, lefty scoop layup good for Farah Castillo. Nifty finish for Farah. Thomas quickly back the other way. Gower, a lot of room in the corner. That's good. Big triple there from Gower. Good rhythm too, no hesitation. Islas looking to screen for the top. Tyus into the lane, nothing there. Islas with a rebound, left-handed layup, no good. Thomas on the rebound. Johnson will push it ahead. Giron looking to take a charge, gets in the way. Thomas with the offensive board, lays it up and puts it in. Quick timeout from Mount San Jacinto as they cut the deficit to 5 points, 46-41. 7:17 to go here in the third quarter. You are watching 3C2A Women's Basketball, the VC Optimist Tournament, live from Ventura College.
Ventura College and the Ventura College Foundation are accepting donations to help those affected by the Thomas wildfire, which is the largest wildfire in California's history and is still burning today. You can help by donating via text by texting VC Fire to 41444 or by visiting www.vcgiving.org.
Thank you, Matthew. Matt Henson, Mike Cepeda, Will Cowan. Pleasure having him on in the first half of this ball game. 7:11 to go, 46-41 out of the timeout called by Mount San Jac. Islas with it at the elbow, dribbles back out, puts it on the floor, past Williams, can't put it up off the glass. Johnson with a rebound, quickly back the other way for the Eagles. Eagles looking to push the tempo here. Johnson looking for Williams in the corner, can't find her, instead enters into the near post. Oh, that one off of the hands of Gower. Brittany Thomas with a beautiful feed. Gower has to be ready. Another turnover. We'll get to the turnover numbers here shortly as a team. 15 now for Mount San Jacinto. Secoles fouled by Thomas, and that will be number 3, or no, a travel. So Secoles shuffled the feet, back the other way for the Eagles. Meanwhile, now 9 turnovers for LA Valley. Williams enters in, the pass a little high for Thomas. It's another turnover, make it number 16. Castillo, Euro step layup, no good. Rebounded by Moreau. Moreau, 4-on-2. Will she slow it up? She will. Gower, wide open, back to Moreau. She's hit 2 triples today. Make it 3. 46-44, and the Eagles closing the gap. Castillo into the high post. This is Islas. Islas to Tyus on the baseline. That's easy money, and Johnson needs to close out a little harder there, get there quicker. The bleeding stopped momentarily here for the Monarchs as the Eagles had made a charge. Thomas, great spin move inside, can't stop it. Your own, no chance. Back to a 2-point deficit for Mount San Jacinto. Secoles nearly carried there, hesitation move. Thomas, her 3rd foul now. It's a terrific job by Secoles getting in to the teeth of the defense and drawing the foul on Brittany Thomas. An immediate substitution here, Tyra Fiamalo. Getting ready to check into the ball game. She's at the table. Wyman, meanwhile, also at the table, ready to check in. Wyman's going to come in for the shooter. Secoles missed on first. Well, now the Eagles have to step up with their best player off of the floor. Well, 2 of their best players off the floor, DeLacy Brown and Thomas. wonder if it was DeLacy Brown who picked up the first foul of this second half for the Eagles. And indeed, that is the case. Castillo picks up a rebound off of the missed shot, quickly up ahead. Islas in transition. She'll put it up, and she'll put it in, and one. Rebecca Islas. See the replay here. Really good composure in transition there for Islas. Puts it up and in, expecting the contact. Antelope Valley, Ventura due next. Here on the slate for SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage, the VC Optimist tournament. Ventura College Foundation initiating relief efforts after the Thomas fire. You can donate by texting VC Fire to 41444 or go www.vcgiving.org. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. Free throw up and good for Rebecca Islas. In one opportunity converted. Johnson on the baseline can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fialo. Moreau finds herself wide open. Gets her own rebound, but she can't contain it or corral it. Islas, it goes off of her hand, out of bounds. Just had to let it roll out. Fiamalo immediately into the fray, collects an offensive rebound to win another possession here for Mount San Jacinto. Trailing it by 6, working right to left. Here's Carla Johnson. Johnson on the dribble, off to Gower in the weave, and this is going to be an offensive foul. Fiamalo. Fourth team foul. No team fouls here for LA Valley in the third quarter. So the Monarchs in the bonus the rest of the way. Castillo on the dribble, off to Tyus. Tyus on the baseline, inside. This is Euron. Euron puts it up, not in. Islas with a rebound. Another possession here for LA Valley. Nice driving kick there from Castillo to Tyus. Tyus says, good looking. 8-point advantage now for LA Valley. Looking for Gower down low. Islas straight up. Gower fouled by Castillo from the weak side. Gower shooting 2 free throws after the foul from Castillo, her second. First free throw off the mark, off the back iron. Gower readies the second free throw, puts it up and puts it in. 54-47. Under 4 to go. In the third quarter, Castillo with the ball near side. Guarded by Madeline Moreau. Castillo slowing the pace here. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover dribble. She's looking for a screen from Rebecca Islas. She gets one. Left-handed scoop shot again. No, off the mark. Fiamalo with a rebound. Off to Moreau. Transition numbers here for Mount San Jacinto. Even better transition defense here, but they lose Gower in transition. That one rattles in from 3. Check that. It's a 2. Foot on the line for Kayla Gower, so 54-49. Wyman off to Islas. Islas driving the lane. She'll put it up, not in. Rebounded by Gower. Eagles trying to make another run here. Fiamalo wide open in transition. Carla Johnson with her head down. Missed her. Gower now back the other way. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Islas. It's a game of keep away here for the Monarchs as they try to bleed the lead. Wyman from 17. That's good. Vera Castillo running the show, and Wyman Wide open. No hesitation. Puts it in. 56-49. Williams will fire from deep. That one off the back iron. Gets her own rebound. Williams can't lay it back in. Islas with a rebound. 2:11 to go here in the third quarter. 7-point advantage for the Monarchs on top of the Mount San Jacinto College Eagles. Ball poked away by Williams. Islas is going to fire a triple. That one off of the backboard. Fiamalo with a rebound. Pass nearly stolen by Islas. She gambled. Now it's numbers the other way for Mount San Jacinto. Moreau from three in transition. That's good. Her fourth of the bowl game. Cuts it to a 4-point deficit for Mount San Jac. Wyman quickly ahead. Giron looking to enter inside. That pass stolen by Gower. That's a terrific bait steal. And Gower loses it in transition. Islas now 2-on-1. Castillo bounce pass, textbook there from Islas, and one. Farah Castillo doing it all. She now has 14 points, looking for number 15 at the stripe. See if we have the replay on that all the way back, all the way. Well, helter-skelter there, and we see Islas with a beautiful feed. In stride, Castillo with a finish. And reset the slider there, Maddie. Free throw up, and good. 15 now for Farah Castillo to go along with 8 assists and 5 rebounds. She's looking for a Russell Westbrook line here today in semifinal number 1 of the VC Optimist tournament. Semifinal number 2 coming up. Antelope Valley and the host school Ventura College. Start time slated for 7 p.m. Wyman with a near steal. Off of her hand, it goes into the backcourt. Tracked down by Carla Johnson. Johnson inside to Walton. That pass stolen by Secolts. Islas didn't even look at receiving that pass. Has it. Puts it up on the rim. Can't get it to go. Secolts taps it out of bounds. It's going to go off of Walton. It'll stay here. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Shot clock. A fresh one. Moreau back into the ball game, as is Rose Manlulu. Geneza. Terrific on-ball defense. Earlier in this ball game, DeLacy Brown will also check into this one. Lacey has to be careful. Islas inside, terrific feed. Giron can't finish, point blank. Moreau with a rebound. We're going back the other way. We go against. Is this going to go against Castillo? Oh. Castillo picks up a cheap third foul. With under a minute to go in the third corner, she'll come off. Wyman back into the ball game. It's Wyman, Islas, Giron, Secolts, and Rivera out on the floor for the Monarchs. Double screen at the top. Williams comes free from three. No good. Rebound. Box out there for Islas. Working against Thomas. Terrific job there by Rebecca. Wyman will direct traffic now. Moreau on the ball. Wyman looks for a screen. Gets one from Islas. Weave action at the top. Giron thought about it. Secolts inside. Islas left-handed layup, no good. Near offensive foul. It's a late call, but the correct one. Islas with her third. So under a minute to go here in the third quarter, both Islas and Castillo pick up their third fouls. Gallardo back into the ball game. She'll come on for Rebecca Islas. So the star players for both teams in foul trouble. Thomas with three. DeLacy Brown with the ball right now. She also has three. Need to be careful. Off in the weave action to Moreau. That pass or that shot blocked. Thomas is fouled going up with it. So we go again. Secolts, her third. .4 to go. Thomas good on the first. Notice how Thomas does a great job of finishing at the top. You don't see a lot of players now utilizing that. Really emphasize the risk going forward, and that's going to pay dividends. 59-54, LA Valley with a 5-point lead as we head into the fourth quarter. You are watching the VC Optimist tournament here from Ventura College. Back to battle here. Open the fourth quarter. Thomas with the steal. Thomas back to the way quickly here for Mount San Jacinto. DeLacy Brown, step back jumper from the corner, no good. Thomas looking to track down the rebound. Instead, it's Farrah Castillo. Castillo working with 3 fouls along with Rebecca Islas. Yaron with it at the top. She needs to be ready to shoot that basketball. She's going to drive into the teeth of the defense. Not much doing there. Needs to be wary of the 3-second call in the lane, and indeed, that is the call. Referee whistle beat me to it. (59-54). Johnson at the free throw line, gives back to DeLacy Brown. DeLacy Brown enters it into the mid-post there to Brittany Thomas, and Thomas has a shot go up. Rebecca Islas just picked up her 4th foul, working against Marissa Williams. Big opportunity here for Mount San Jacinto to find themselves in the championship game here, potentially. It's the owner of ABC and Ventura in our next game. The Eagles are down by 5, but Rebecca Islas, who only played 4 minutes of that first half. Now, with her 4th foul, Thomas finishes up top. It's 59-56. Castillo. Hesitation, step back, no, crossover to Tyus. Tyus from 17. That's off the mark, no, it's in. Serene Tyus. A nice shooter's roll there. Lacey Brown off to Moreau. Can she answer from deep? That one off of the backboard, rebounded by Rivera. Castillo going to slow things up. Comes off the Euron screen. Rivera up top, working to get into the lane. This is going to be a traveling call on Rivera. Gower back into the ball game. She'll come on for Williams. Johnson, DeLacy Brown. Moreau. Great job by Thomas screening off the defender. Johnson to the rack and one. Really like that play here. The setup came from Thomas screening out the interior defender. Rivera late to react. And it's an easy layup for Carla Johnson, who converts on the and one opportunity. The Monarchs lead by a bucket, 61-59. We're in the fourth.
Under 8 minutes to go. Castillo gets a screen from Rivera. Brings it back. Hesitation, behind the back dribble, into the lane. Inside passes deflected off the Giron. Out of bounds, back to the Eagles. Mike Cepeda, Will Cowan, Matt Henson with you on today's broadcast. Will only on for the first half. You'll have me and Matt the rest of the way. Lacey Brown turns the corner. Oh, she had an opportunity to tie it up. Thomas will do just that. 61 all, 7:30 to go. Brittany Thomas now with 18 points. 18 and 10, 18, check that, 20 and 11. Stats just updated. Having a monster game here in semifinal number 1. Castillo turns a corner. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Thomas, making her 12th. Quickly up ahead. That one, a travel, going to go against Carla Johnson. Mount San Jacinto's been a lot better about turnovers. Haven't seen a lot of those. In fact, only 4 here in the second half. At 14 in the first. Castillo, hands off. This is the Colts. Puts up a move. Shot up, no good. Offensive foul. Thomas draws it. A lot of contact there. Fourth personal on the Colts. Full court pressure now being shown here from LA Valley. Tie ball game, 61 all, 6:44 to go. We got a good one here in semifinal number 1. Carla Johnson going to bring it up for the Eagles. We're going to hand off. No, she'll keep it herself. Thomas looking for a position down low. Giron doing a pretty good job defensively of fronting her in the mid-post. 1-4 set. Moreau turns a corner, gives off. This is Johnson. Johnson gets a screen from Thomas. She'll fire from 3 off the back iron. Thomas relocates for the rebound. Jump ball. No, this is going to be a foul on Castillo or a jump ball. Jump ball indeed. It was a late jump ball. Easy call. That would have been a silly foul to call.
Eagles coaching staff having some words with the referee. I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah, I thought Castillo had both hands on the ball, no limb. 3 team fouls here for LA Valley, none for Mount San Jacinto. That's been a problem throughout the game. But the Eagles have done a pretty good job of that. Playing clean ball here in the fourth. Thomas rolling to the basket. The double team comes. Moreau now with it. Off to DeLacy Brown. Brown turns a corner, puts on the Jets, lays it up, lays it in. Mount San Jacinto with a lead, first time in a while. First one since I believe 22-21. We're in the fourth. Under 6 to go. At what point do you bring back Rebecca Islas? Your lead scorer averaging more than 25 on the season. So Colts in the lane, has to get out of there. She does. Giron with it up top. Castillo working on Moreau. Castillo into the lane. Wide open. Rivera down low. First team foul. It should be baseline out of bounds. It's going to go against Gower, I believe. Check that. Madeline Moreau. We can go back to Islas here at the 5-minute mark. Giron comes free. Thomas late to react, but she gets a block. It goes off of Moreau. It'll stay here. Relatively new shot clock for the Monarchs. Good job by Giron. Flashing, needs to get that ball up sooner on the rim. We'll have a timeout. 30 seconds on the floor. We'll do the same. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. And remember, if you would like to make some donations to the Ventura College Thomas Fire Victim Relief Fund, you can do so by texting VC Fire to 41444 or by visiting the website www.vcgiving.org.
Baseline out of bounds for the Monarchs. So Colts back to Castillo. She'll get a screen from Yaron at the top of the key. Brings it back inside. Rivera nearly traveled. Shot up on the rim, no good. Great job by Gower going straight up, not drawing the foul. Johnson brings it back the other way with a 2-point lead in the Eagles. Moreau thought about it from three momentarily. Duran doing a nice job down there on Thomas. Late to react to Gower, and Gower lays it up and in. Streaking past the defending Rivera. And the first step just too much. It's a 4-point lead for Mount San Jac. Biggest one today. Castillo fires from three. Yes! Rivera Castillo. 18, 9, and 6. 1-point advantage for the Eagles.
You smelling overtime, Mike?
God, you might be right. Lacey Brown turning the corner. She's fouled by Secolts. Is that Secolts number 5? And indeed, Secolts is done. I think now you got to bring back Islas. Are they changing the foul assignment? Well, you can hear the discussion. I mean, obviously they're going to have their gripes. So Colts is done for the evening. Islas will come on along with Wyman. Rivera off as well. Now you lose a little of craftiness in the mid-range game from Secolts, as well as her shooting ability from about 17, 18 feet. And Monica Hang looking for an explanation, having a heated discussion with the referee. Did we have a technical foul on the floor? Well, let's see if we get an explanation here, Maddie. I have not heard there being a technical foul.
I hadn't either, but looks like there might have been.
2 shots and the ball. Lacey Brown good on the first. It's going to be 2 shots and the ball. Second shot up and good by DeLacy. Back to a 4-point advantage here. We'll check that 3-point. For Mount San Jacinto, they get the ball out of bounds. On the baseline. Islas back in there. Not much she can do. They enter right to Thomas and she scores. It's a 4-point possession for Mount San Jacinto. It's back to a 5-point advantage. Back. That's their largest one today. Castillo driving the lane. Nothing there. Has to pick up her dribble. They swing it around. This is Wyman from 17. That's off the mark. DeLacy Brown with a rebound. Brown going to bring it up, and now the Eagles will play a little methodical ball. As they will look to attack. Brown will fire from 3. It's clutch. DeLacy Brown, 72-64. And the Eagles pulling away here in semifinal number 1. Islas trying to change the script. She'll fire from 3. That one's off the front rim. Lacey Brown in transition. Oh, she had Islas working with 4 fouls. She should have went right at her. Instead, she brings it back out. She'll kill a little clock. I don't have a gripe with either situation. Would have liked to see her attack there. Go back to the double pick up top. Lacey Brown to her right. Castillo can't guard her. And Castillo, I believe, now with 4 fouls. Four on Islas, 4 on Castillo. 8-point lead for Mount San Jack, 3:16 to go, and DeLacy Brown can swell that lead right here with a couple free throws. Lehigh Valley in the penalty the rest of the way. First free throw up and good by DeLacy. Terrific performance here from the Eagles. Great team effort spearheaded by DeLacy Brown, Brittany Thomas, and Kayla Gower. They've cleaned up their game. Only 4 turnovers here in the second half. They're reaping the benefits. Double-digit lead for the Eagles. Castillo nearly traveled there, picks it up, gives off to Wyman in the short corner, 8-footer good. The bleeding stops momentarily. It was a 9-0 run for the Eagles up until that bucket right there. Lacey Brown now will hold up top, 20 on the shot clock. Brown still on the dribble, looking to go baseline. Floater up and good, DeLacy Brown now with 22. It's DeLacy Brown, Brittany Thomas each with 22. A foul here on Brittany. That'll be her 4th. How about that? DeLacy Brown, 22 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 of 6 at the stripe, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Brittany Thomas, we talked about her gaudy stat line, 22 and 13 now, did just pick up her 4th. Kayla Gower with 15 and 4, Madeline Moreau with 12. All 12 of those coming from beyond the arc, 4 of 6 from downtown. Two missed free throws for Farah. DeLacy turning the corner again. Johnson wide open, kicks it back out, kill a little clock here. Foul from Wyman. Madeline Moreau will go to the line to extend on this lead. Moreau, pretty good stroke, but she's only 62% from the stripe. And the numbers hold true. Off on the first. Second free throw, rattles out. Gower with the rebound, a lot of contact, no call on your own. This is going to be a we have a whistle on the far side. Is this going to be a technical foul? That was an inadvertent whistle, I guess, on the floor.
Ref got a little excited.
Did. Castillo driving the lane, kicks out. Wyman from 17, another bucket for Janelle Wyman. Jillian Wyman, excuse me. Wyman doing her part. The Valley needs some stops. Some stops and a little luck. They need to secure every defensive rebound going forward. DeLacy Brown, unstoppable. She's got 24. Scoop shot up and good. 68-78. Monarchs. Castillo fouled and one. Thomas is done. Terrific performance here in semifinal number 1 for Brittany, 22-13, but she does foul out. Heady play there from Farrah Castillo, going right at the best player for Mount San Jacinto, getting her out of the ball game. Give the Monarchs a chance here. She converts on the free throw. It's a 7-point disadvantage with 1:22 to go. Seeing crazier things in the world of basketball. But do the Monarchs have enough left? Free throw up and good. 78-71. Gallardo will come back into the ball game. She will replace Yaron. Castillo denying inbounds. That pass nearly stolen, but Moreau comes away with it. Moreau brings it into the front court. They're going to foul her. Castillo can't. She's working with 4 fouls. DeLacy Brown, 1:13 on the clock. Wyman working with a couple fouls. DeLacy, floater off the front iron. Islas snatches that rebound down. Up ahead to Castillo. Farrah, step back 3. Yes! Farrah Castillo, 6-0 run for her. It's a 4-point advantage for Mount San Jac. And we have a travel by Carla Johnson. I don't know about that call. Matt, can we see that one more time? Yeah. She was running with the ball and then swung the ball from her right hand to her left. Costly turnover. Castillo again from 3. No. Islas flies in for the rebound. Gower comes away with it. It's a quick timeout by Mount San Jac. 44 seconds to go. The Eagles up by 4. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. The Ventura College Foundation has put together the Thomas Fire Victim Relief Fund. Donations can be made by texting VC Fire to 41444 or by visiting www.vcgiving.org. High drama here at the end of semifinal number 1, 78-74. It was a 10-point advantage just a moment ago. But an and-one opportunity converted by Farrah Castillo, and then a 3-ball by Farrah has cut it to a 4-point deficit for LA Valley, who led for much of this game. It's going to be a moving pick on DeLacy Brown, indeed. That is the call. Let's see a quick replay here, Maddie. I think that's the correct call, as DeLacy Brown got out of sorts here. Yeah, she's moving ahead. She's moving. Back to live action. Islas enters it into Tyus. Castillo, Wyman. Islas drives the baseline. Gower, Euro step. Islas puts it up and puts it in. The deficit is a bucket. 78-76. Islas, leading scorer on the season at 25 plus a game for the Monarchs, comes through in a big moment. We'll be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports.
And spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that could not make it to tonight's games, be sure to let them know that they can watch the games for free on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet out to us at SoCal College SPO, that's S-P-O. Let us know how we're doing, or just if you want us to give a shout out to one of your favorite teams or players. We'd be more than happy to do that for you. Back up.
Down the stretch we come. Oh, Matty, a couple minutes ago, I believe you said, do you smell overtime? That's not out of the realm of possibility at this point. About a 6-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. DeLacy Brown pestered by Jillian Wyman. Brown is fouled by Gallardo. DeLacy's been pretty good from the stripe today. She's 5 of 6 on the season, an 80% foul shooter. Not the player you wanted to foul in that moment. Big moment right here for DeLacy Brown. First free throw, money. DeLacy taking her time. Solid rhythm. Can she finish? She does not. 3-point lead for Mount San Jacinto. A chance to tie it up with one bucket. 22 seconds to go. Clutch opportunity here for the Monarchs. (79-76). Islas will bring it in to Castillo. Castillo, wonder if they work down for a shot here. They're looking for Islas. She'll work by herself. She has unlimited range. She'll put it up, not in. She's 0 for from beyond the arc. They foul Moreau. Timeout called. I thought there was a significant hold on Moreau. I thought there was a tug at her jersey or her shorts, but they award the timeout to the Eagles. And that's a bit of a break for Mount San Jacinto. Moreau not as adept from the free throw line as DeLacy Brown. 79-76, 10 seconds to go. Dire straits for LA Valley. Carla Johnson will bring it in for the Eagles. 10 seconds to go. They're going to be looking for DeLacy Brown. Instead, it's Moreau, and they foul her. They should immediately. It's going to go against Isla. She's done. Or will they give it to Wyman? No. We'll give it to Rebecca. Well, you need 2 misses right here. Moreau did miss 2 earlier in this frame. Williams back into the ball game. First free throw off the back iron. A pulse still remains for LA Valley. Moreau can end that in a hurry with a made free throw right here. It's long. It's rebounded by Wyman. Quick timeout called. 8.1 seconds to go. And, well, I gotta tell you, I am smelling overtime.
I had thought that I had jinxed us out of that previously, but
no, it's the jinx is on. The jinx is on. We'll find out when we come back. It's the VC Optimist tournament here from Ventura College, home of the Pirates. And speaking of the Pirates, it'll be Ventura College and Antelope Valley in semifinal number 2 coming up on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Sideline out of bounds. Islas out of the ball game. We're looking for Castillo, also operating with 4. Tyus has shown an ability from deep as well. They entered in. Castillo, crossover, step back. Rivera, 2 on the clock. Castillo fading away. She's fouled, shooting 3 free throws. Castillo has an opportunity to tie it up with 0.4 seconds.
See it on the replay here, Mike.
Yeah, Castillo baited her. See, if you're Moreau, you're walking, you keep on moving. Let's see it one more time. Bring the slider back just a little bit more. Right there. And Moreau, she's walking in. You just can't do it. You can't move, just straight up. Any movement there, and if there's contact initiated, it's going to go against you. First free throw good for Castillo. Castillo on the season, 75%. Castillo today, 7 of 9, 2 of 2 now. 1 more ties it up, and we're looking at an extra frame. Both teams without their best player. Brittany Thomas gone, Rebecca Islas gone. It's been Farrah Castillo. She has 26. She misses the final free throw. We're done. 79-78 your final as the Eagles move on to the championship game tomorrow. They will take on the winner of Antelope Valley and Ventura. What a matchup here in semifinal number 1. That'll do it for our coverage of Game 1. Game 2 coming up, 7 p.m. tip-off here from Ventura College, Antelope Valley, and Ventura. Thanks for joining us, everybody.